Another thing that's really unusual about you is your diet.
It's called an Aoki lock. It's a modified heel hook, but
Jiu-jitsu is for autistic people.
what I think of a master of jiu-jitsu is somebody that inspires another generation.
Jiu-jitsu, I swear, this is why I like striking. This is a competition where it's an art and it's an art form, but I learned from the master. He looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He shouldn't be winning.
So that's like a master to student. He's an idol of mine for being
It's like a master to the student. This is a leg heel lock.
He's saying he would make me tap. He probably would. He probably would.
Man, this guy doesn't know who he's talking about. Mikey Musumeci will murder you. That guy will take you down with no questions, no hesitation. You know, he looks like a nerd. He sounds like a nerd, to be honest, too. And I was talking shit about him if I didn't know him. But, like, he'll mess you up in the ring. You won't have no chance. Trust me.
Mikey Musumeci is a revolutionary grappler. The reigning one flyweight submission grappling world champion began training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at age 4 and entered one as a 5-time IBJJF gold medalist.
He definitely looks nerdy, right? It looks like he spent all his life in a library, but...
Another thing that's really unusual about you is your diet.
Yes.
You're famous for eating pasta and homemade pizza.
I make pizza and pasta every night. I have a pizza oven in my house, and I roll out the dough, make everything. And then for dessert, I'll eat a pint of acai.
Yeah, if you heard him, like, you would not believe this guy could do anything or no harm about you. That's what they say, don't judge a book by its cover.
So today I'm going to talk about bullies. Bullies are weak people that make fun of others around them, that give themselves relevance, and then make themselves feel good. They pick on the differences of humans, which is the most beautiful part of humans, their uniqueness. I really don't like bullies, guys. And there's this guy named Sneako making fun of me, making fun of my friend, making fun of jiu-jitsu. He calls himself a boxer. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. Let's have an MMA fight. I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth, and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
Now he's out to get somebody. He's out to get some bullies. My man looks really angry. You know, I never thought I could see a guy like that be that angry. But if I was a Sneako guy, I'd be afraid too, to be honest.
I challenge Sneako to an MMA fight. I'm going to shut his mouth, and I'm going to take the bully's lunch money.
I make jokes. I'm a streamer. I joke about everybody, me, chat, everything, all day, every day. What? I said in that video you're upset about, you would make me tap in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You would win. In MMA, even with striking, you would go, this is what you would do. Grab my heel and do the same shit you did to your master. You would win. You're a world champion. I train boxing sometimes. What the f do you think the result was gonna be? Is this a skit? I was looking at this and reading through the comments like, is everybody pranking me? Is everybody in on some sort of joke?
I've never seen somebody backtrack so fast, man. Like, you know, he's calling this guy out, but as soon as he gets a little bit of threat, a little bit of, you know, pushback, he starts becoming screamo.
Hook body. No, this one. Power. Power.
Good shots on him.
Woo! Sneako, you're using your reach perfectly right now, bud.
Well, I beat someone 200 kilos, so I don't think there's anyone bigger than that size.
Man, that's disrespectful. My man took off his, like, protector. And it looks like you could just stand there and his punches would be not doing anything. Cloud punches.
Right, he says, give me your best shot. And he has plenty of them. And still he
Flashback.
You are the definition of somebody plugged in. Look at you! I never called myself an alpha male. I want to get to that point. Everybody in here wants to make it out. But are you really gonna sit here and not call yourself a beta male? You can genuinely look in the mirror and not think that you're anything but a beta male soy boy?
I don't understand why the Sneako guy keeps calling everybody soy boy and nerd and everything. He looks really nerdy himself, to be honest. you know, I wouldn't be calling out people I don't know personally like a nerd unless I knew I could take them for sure. So, and every time somebody calls him out with his BS or soy boy comments, he backs away like a
Sneako, Andrew Callahan, Danny Mullen, come fight me, you fucking pussy!
How do you think you'll do against Sneako in MMA?
I would absolutely ravage him. To which he responded by saying this.
Brandon Buckingham just won his boxing match against Poseidon on KSI Misfits cards. Brandon called you out at the end. You gonna take the fight, Sneako?
I don't give my time to cloud chasers.
Ooh, okay.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, you know, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
So after shaking off my call out, our brave and valiant Cuck sets his sight on a more formidable opponent, Charlie.
he just backs away like a coward.
But you realize like how anybody critical of red pill, like alpha male ideologies is always kind of like this. Like pretty much like a white guy who looks like he doesn't really go outside that much. The antidepressant nature. That's what I've noticed doing the breakdowns of all the documentaries, all the hit pieces, and all the people who you can look at someone and tell, and you can figure out what they think. You know what I'm saying? If you're online all day, if you're on your computer all day, you don't look like you get that much sun. Of course, you're gonna be critical of Fresh and Fit, Tate, Red Pill, me. You're not gonna ever. We're gonna butt heads. You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching, you were?
Now, the reason he keeps saying watch my clips while threatening me here is because during the stream I couldn't watch him live because he just kept shouting slurs. So I said watch my clips to see what I was saying about you. I had to communicate via Twitch clips. And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Wow, that's the hardest comeback I've ever seen from anybody, man. He completely destroyed him on grammar alone. Then he threatened him back by showing bigger and better mags and not clips. And then he's trying to be a Muslim now?
You think I should convert? I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure yet. Like, so some Christians want me to go, but what are the benefits about converting to Islam?
You're gonna go to heaven. What do you want more?
But in Islam, the reason that I converted is Allah is the one true God. That's the one, that's the creator of the universe, the creator of everything. Jesus was there to spread his message. Muhammad was the prophet. And then we are all his people. We are all his creation. And that just makes the most sense to me.
Man, you know what? To be honest, I'm a Muslim myself, and I respect him if he's actually genuinely trying to convert. But if he's just doing it to get some clout and just to follow his idol, Andrew Tate, and do some other stuff like that, then of course he's going to have a lot more people to worry about than just this nerdy dude, right?